Hello, y'all. My name is Abe Sampson. I am traveling from Lancaster to Detroit to find who has killed my mother and burnt down my family's farm. I will do whatever is necessary to achieve that goal.
The name's Antonio Francello, but you may know me as one of the Gambino family's most respected caporogimes, or ex-caporogimes, since after the new Don Leo caught wind that I swing both ways, he decided to give me the boot and exile me from the family. But luckily, I happened to find a ragtag group of kids who wanted to stick it to the man, so naturally, I took them under my wing. They helped me get enough power as their Don to overthrow that backstabbing son of a bitch Leo, and in exchange, I guide and help them uproot those big wig corporations that fired the poor bastards.
How's it going? My name is Darius Valentin. I already know what they're thinking. The hell is Romanian doing in the middle of Detroit? Well, I was work out for you. Job opportunities were low, and I might have had a few loose ends. Let's end with that. How did I actually get here? If I were to tell you, I'll have to kill you.
The name's Trent Hughes. I was a security guard by trade until the megacorps had some mass layoffs to save money. I was out of a job, so I decided to get a new one.
And me, I'm the Valley Rat. I run the show around these parts. Whether it's building dynasties that rule long into the Roman Empire, or playing the street riffraff that goes by day to day, I'm your guy. So sit, take a load off, and do me the honor of weaving a tale involving mob bosses, tributes gone wrong, and all the business involved with the rise of crime family. This is Treading Among Snakes. Alright, so, last time, we started with the group kind of just walking down the decrepit streets of Detroit, and as that was going on, it was getting a little late, and let's just say that there was plenty of police officers that weren't very happy about that. So they got kind of corralled into an alleyway, and everybody escaped. Now, after a time, they made their way over to Antonio's house, and decided that they'd get kind of roped into one of his schemes, where basically they had to they had to basically switch out some cash that was counterfeit for some real money in an armored car. It was from a rival family. If I remember correctly, it was the Barbers that had done that. They said, yeah, go ahead, take this money, go and switch it out. It should be easy peasy. Well, they got there, and let's just say it wasn't so easy peasy. Now, the group is dealing with the fallout of a couple of dead cops, and, well, let's see what happens now.
So, I'm assuming we're just kind of back at my place.
Yeah,
They're
I
driving
would
away
assume.
right now.
So we're
driving
mid-road. We're picking up
All right.
exactly where we left off. All right.
All right, who is driving again?
I think
I was at this point.
Oh, no, it was definitely
Trent.
Trisky.
It was Trent. Trent is driving right now.
Yep.
I'm just like, okay. So, in character, now. A bit. Oh, these fuckers. I knew I couldn't trust them.
Dragging us into your old vices and regrets.
Yeah, nobody fucking asked you, Copper. Alright, listen.
Nobody asked except me.
What the hell was that, though? I almost got blown up.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, farmhand. I really am. I didn't think any of this would happen. Thought these guys were honorable. Fuck me, I guess. I'm guessing they just set us up. It must have been talking to my old family. Alright. General census. What do we do now? Do we take this cash, try to launder it, or do we go to these sons of bitches and pop them?
Why not both?
Sounds good.
I like that idea.
Alright. Let's even some things out then, shall we? But first, I think we all need to rest. Especially you, farmhand. I think I've got some bandages back at my place.
Just point me in the right direction and I'll get us there.
Alright, I kind of direct him back to the little apartment, and we just kind of go back in.
Condo.
Alright. Yeah, the condo. I'm just like, alright, if you guys need anything, let me know. I kind of, listen,
I need a
don't
hard
usually...
drink after that. Can you butt us out the wine?
You know what? Yeah, I'll crack open an old Amontillado.
Good man.
I just kind of... You got it, man. I just kind of go into the cupboard and just kind of into the locked cupboard, and I just kind of get everybody their preferred drink, and I just grab a vodka for myself. I'm just looking to get fucked up now. I'm just giving Uzi a bottle of vodka. I'm taking a shot of vodka, and then I'm just immediately going to clean my gun because it's my baby, and I had to fire a couple shots out of it.
I immediately drink the entire bottle of vodka.
You want to make a constant, whatever this in-game equivalent to, because that's not an easy feat.
That's not an easy feat, no.
He is also from the USSR, though.
Yeah, I mean,
This is true.
said as advantage.
What do I roll?
Is there even fucking advantage in this system?
I don't
Like
know.
There
is,
kind of something like that where
I'm
you
great.
get blue die. Let me think of what that would be. I don't even know.
That would be probably resilience.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I think you just gotta roll a resilience check, and I'm gonna give you a blue die because you know.
And what difficulty?
Difficulty 2, I'd assume.
I'm gonna call it a 3.
Oh god. 3 difficulty
Difficulty on the-
resilience check with an extra blue dice.
Yeah, blue's good though.
Alright, wait,
That's a
I don't have
success.
the dice roller pulled up. Does
Nope,
anybody
you
know
don't
the
need
way-
it. We have the in-game one now.
Oh, nice!
Yep, so just boot up your character sheet and you can adjust the dice pool at the top of that for it now. That's what he just did. Check the chat.
Oh, nice.
So he got 1 success. He successfully doesn't fucking die from vodka poisoning.
Don't die. Don't die. You get drunk really quickly though. Like you're not gonna be like you're not gonna.
He
like,
is
That's
he
the
is the
inflation.
shortest in the fucking team and also a thin weight, so
Yep.
I mean,
despite being Soviet, he's probably still relatively lightweight.
Yeah, you're pretty buzzed.
Alright, I'm just kind of cleaning my gun frustratedly. I'm like, if you guys need anything else, let me know. Hey, farmhand, you need some help getting those bandages on? I know you took a pretty big hit from that explosion.
I can handle it.
Alright, I just kind of toss him a first aid kit that I have, like, in, like, a little cupboard. Everything has a cupboard.
Abe,
Yes.
you're applying the bandages right now, correct?
Yes.
No.
So as you're kind of like taking, you have to take off your shirt because you got like kind of like metal chunks all out throughout your like abdomen. So you're like removing your shirt now, and like for the first time, like the adrenaline like pumping through your veins incredibly badly. Yeah, so you got like these metal chunks throughout your body that you have like just beginning to notice. None of them are like super serious, like oh my god, I'm gonna die if I don't get this out. But it looks like you basically took a trip through like a through like the garbage, and it was just full of my metal shards. And you just
Okay.
kind of went right over it.
Ooh, you sure you don't want any help with that?
I might need some.
Alright.
I can help you with that.
Oh, didn't know you knew how to treat people, Uzi. Go right ahead.
What
If you
difficulty do I
need me to
roll?
hold him
Difficulty will be
down
2.
screaming, just let me know.
Why did I not why am I not surprised you'd say something like that, Copper?
I don't try to be a very surprising man.
That you don't.
I'm just gonna chug the rest of my whiskey real quick.
Two
No.
What?
2 purple to do the medicine check.
When your doctor is drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna
forgot
say
about
that.
You gotta take a black die too.
4 green, 2 purple, go. Forgot to unmute
Yeah.
myself on the fucking stream.
I did.
There you go. Yeah, like 4 successes and an advantage.
Actually, you're a little bit better that you're buzzed at doing it.
Yeah. we need
Goddamn.
to get you. We need to get you drunk again, Uzi. You're real precise with that.
Just bring a fucking
Yeah,
bottle of
I
vodka
know.
on every mission.
You want to use the advantage for?
I mean, those shards in his eye look pretty. Would probably be pretty bad if it wasn't very carefully.
He doesn't
extracted.
lose his vision.
Oh, okay,
That-
good.
Let's use the advantage for he doesn't lose his eyesight in any shape or
Yes.
Yep.
form.
Okay. Yep. So you pull them out, and they just managed to all miss your eye. Your eyes, I should say. It's kind of
Okay.
you must have put your hand up or something just at the right moment, and none of them hit your eyes.
Okay. So,
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Don't
Do I get
immediately
healed
have
for
somebody
everything?
blind at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, wouldn't that be horrible?
The guy with the sniper rifle is blind. Great. Our
Hey, it just
sniper
means
is
that
blind.
he only has to worry about looking through the one fucking scope hole.
I guess.
Yep. So let's see. What do you guys want to do now that you've kind of you've taken a moment, you've sat down, and you're like, okay, whoa.
Well, I'm assuming it's kind of late now, so let's try
it's
to.
like dinner time now.
It's about dinner time. Well,
Yeah.
we're having some nice stuff. I would say that Trent is probably going to just be going at it like a few things of wine. He's not going to get as excessive as an entire thing of vodka and like some dipshit. But he, out of character, I'm going to sort of think that we would probably get to like the dinner table, have a little bit of something to eat, and discuss what happens and make some plans.
Sure.
All
I'm
right.
going to go ahead and I am going to use a GM story point.
Okay.
All right.
For.
So, Mr. Antonio,
Yes.
I am going to will into existence a man that is kind of like a manservant. So, not necessarily like, oh my god, I'm always going to be at your beck and call, but more of like, hey, I make some food for you every now and then.
Alright.
And he is coming up the elevator right now with a tray of food for you personally. And you hear the elevator going like ding, ding, ding.
Alright, I'm just kind of like. Alright,
Aim my gun
listen.
at it.
Listen, just be on guard, alright? Right now we're kind of laying low. And
I
I
wouldn't
just
call
kind
a full
of.
bottle of vodka laying low.
Shut the fuck up, Copper.
Yeah, I'm laying down on the
Security.
couch, propped up on the armrest, just aiming at the elevator.
I'm
Okay.
just kind of like waiting by the door. Listen, I know this guy, but he then again I knew him before I got kicked out. So don't fucking shoot him, but just be cautious.
Ding, ding.
I'm kind of waiting by the elevator.
Okay. And finally the elevator opens up and he's about to he's got his head down, he's about to start pushing the cart in, and he looks up, he's like, and how do you say your last name again?
Francello.
Francello.
Francello, okay. Mr. Francello, hello, and he looks behind you. I wasn't expecting guests today.
Yeah, well, shit happened. I'm trying to figure out how to get some muscle here, so...
And then he kind of like he pushes the cart around you to like not like rudely, just kind of like just to get it into the off the elevator. And he kind of taps you on the back. He says, "You don't need any more muscle, sir." And he keeps going.
Aww. Aw, you warm my heart, buddy. So, who's this from?
Oh, and this is like basically the condominium that you have has like a not like a cafeteria, but more of like somebody that like cooks that like will bring food every now and then. It's like another service you have to pay for, but you pay for it.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
I'm
so
just
he
like-
orders like a regular food service.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Alright, I'm just making sure. There's some shit going down right now. You know how it is.
Yes, of course, sir. And then he kind of like lays out the food on like the end of the table. You've got like a nice ham. That's like bone-in ham, and he puts it on your plate, and you see that he's got like some corn and some mashed potatoes and gravy, and he puts it down next to it. It looks delicious at this point because you've been probably not eating for a while now.
Hey, any chance I could get a bit more for my fellas here as well? I'll pay for it, of course, and I also kind of I'm gonna take this off my character sheet now, but I also kind of slip him a 20 and say, and don't mention that I have company, all right?
As you wish, sir. And I want you to roll a I can't remember.
Diplomacy?
What the diplomacy skill is. Yeah, diplomacy. Like I said before, I have a lot of systems I play in. Some of them are like negotiation or diplomacy.
I think it would probably be negotiation, actually, which is presence.
Okay.
All right.
I would agree. This is negotiation.
All right.
Okay, I think he agrees quite willingly.
What the
How
fuck
many
did
is
you
that?
even
One, two,
roll?
six fucking
A triumph.
successes and a triumph.
So how do you want to spend your triumph?
I'm gonna get a big meal for everybody.
I
Why
think
not
that's the
get
six.
some intel?
Or, actually, let's I'm just kind of also ask also you
Ooh,
see any of the
shots of
Gambinos
vodka.
around here?
Do you want him to have?
I mean, I don't know. You're the DM here. Are they here? Are they not here?
You're the one that rolled the triumph. I want to know if you here or not.
You can basically spend it to decide what you want.
All right. Maybe like one of the soldiers that I used to like be that used to be one of mine,
Somebody you were close with, somebody who didn't try and fuck you over.
and somebody who was under me as well.
Sure. What was his name?
Let's see.
I can make up a name too if you want.
Francisco.
Yeah, please do. Francisco. Sure.
Okay. So yeah, he's like, let me see real quick. I gotta figure out real quick what his name is. Just give me a second. I'm really good at this, guys. I swear to God. Okay,
As we hear the keys typing.
Portobello. Oh my God.
Portobello. Fucking.
Just the fucking cheese putt I had to.
You're fucking racist.
I can't think of proper Italian names, and you know what? Fuck it.
right, so he goes- so he
Francesco
says,
Parmesan.
I mean, he could say it was like a joke name. It was like a joke nickname.
All right, we'll go
He
with
goes-
that.
Okay, Francisco. He says, yes, sir. There's a man named Francisco that is. He stopped by, asking for you near the kitchen, actually.
All right. Could you send him up here as well with the rest of the food? I'd like to talk to him up here in
Yes,
private.
Sir. Yes, sir. And then he heads back down with the food trays.
In the meanwhile, basically, so food has been brought up. It's intended for one person. We're all
Yeah.
waiting for it around, but we're basically we aren't set up to actually eat yet, but in the meanwhile, Trent is going to probably stand up. He's had maybe 2 shots of wine or whatever. I don't know how wine is done. I'm not an alcohol person, and I'm playing an alcohol character, so this is weird. But
Yeah,
he's had 2 glasses of wine. He's pretty big, so he's not a lightweight by any stretch of the imagination. So he's at most tipsy, basically the bare minimum. But in the meanwhile, he's going to set down his glass. He hasn't poured anything else, and he's going to walk along over to Darius and tap him on the shoulder. Hey, Brainiac. Do you have any previous contacts of yours that have anything to do with the, I don't know, mafia guys this guy's with?
I got loose with them the time I left. I couldn't have even contracted them if I wanted to.
Fair. So, Trent is going to just sort of take that and turn around and look at Abe.
Okay.
What was your name again, boy?
Abe Sampson.
Trent nods. Pretty good with a rifle. Where'd you learn?
Killing squirrels on my family's farm.
Gonna have to be shooting a bit bigger game this time and aim a little bit better. But I trust you, friend. I don't know why I'm Texan, but I'm just gonna roll with it because I can easily do this accent. So I guess I'm Texan going forward. Fuck's sake. I literally just fall into an accent. I hate it because half the time I always wind up with really squeaky characters involved in my other campaigns. Fuck's sake.
Oh boy.
No, I'm not gonna make him squeaky at all. But Trent's sort of just like looking at you two, but he's not great at really doing conversations. So he's at this point he's just gonna sort of like shrug, walk back over to the table, and start pouring a third bottle of wine as he waits. I mean, a third cup of wine. He's gonna drink a third entire bottle of wine.
So, obviously I'm not gonna let him know that I've got a whole gang in here, but what was his response? Let us all know, because I'm probably gonna tell him anyways at the table.
Okay. So basically what happens is you told him to have him come up with the food, right?
Yeah.
So at about 20 more minutes, you see that this guy shows up, your friend Francisco, and he's pushing the cart the cart of food up for you. Like he's just taking it over. He probably told the guy to scram and grabbed it from him.
Hey, how you doing, man? It's been a minute.
Yep. So Francisco is a man that is 5'7". He has like brown hair that is kind of like sandy, and he's got blue eyes. He has a nice jacket on right now. He's got the nice like overcoat on, I should say. And he pushes the food in, and they push next to the table unless you guys kind of go at it. And he says, "Oh, you know, it's been good. How's it been here?"
Not exactly the best. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple things So first of all, what's the family doing now that I've been kicked out?
So he kind of puts his hands, he puts an arm around your shoulder and kind of walks you away from everybody else.
All right.
And he puts his left hand, he kind of puts it into your chest, and he just says, "You know, it's not been good, friend. Lorenzo Gambino, he's got kind of a power struggle going on there right now, which is the head of the family."
Yeah. All right. You got any clue if he's putting any hits out on me? 'Cause I've been I just got into a little altercation.
You know, I don't think that's how Lorenzo does things, maybe not. I think that once you're out, you're just out, as long as you don't piss him off too much.
Yeah, you can never tell with people who backstab each other like that, though.
Oh, I know. No honor amongst thieves. Am I right? And then he kind of like, he grabs like a bottle of vodka he sees on the table and takes a swig.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping someday that'll change.
Well, listen, friend. Like I said, I did say things were good, but at the same time, they're not. Like I'm making a lot of money here, but you never know if I'm gonna end up dead doing this with the Gambino still.
Yeah, fucking. I miss the old boss.
Yeah.
He
Listen,
fuck.
anyway, he
At
goes.
this
Anyway, you
point,
need anything? Go ahead.
At this
No.
point, Trent is gonna just like sort of wave over and say, "Invite the fellow for a drink."
Yeah, stay for a drink, and of course after this, we can't be letting the rest of the Gambinos know about this, or they might have my head.
Oh, yours and mine both. And he kind of he goes and like sits down at the table, and he's famished also.
All right, so let's all dig in.
Trent makes a point of taking out another cup and pouring a glass of wine for the new fellow.
Yep. So Francisco, he sits down and he puts his hands together and begins praying before he.
Of course, I do so as well.
Yeah.
Trent sort of shrugs and follows along.
Yep. And if
Bit
there's anybody that
begrudgingly.
doesn't, he'll probably like throw a fork at you and like get you to like join him.
I probably
Is
do
anybody
too.
not? Okay.
Or not.
Abe or Darius?
Yeah,
either
I
of you?
don't. I don't.
Hey, farmhand. Something wrong?
This isn't what I believe in.
I just kind of like gesture over to like a friend, Cisco. It's fine. You know, bit of mixed companies never hurt anybody.
Yeah. So Francisco, he kind of like opens one eye and looks over at you, and then he closes it again, and keeps going.
It's alright, farmhand. You're still one of us.
I nod my head and just sit there in silence.
Okay.
Alright?
It's pretty quick. It's only like 20 seconds at most. So he says amen, and he gets to eating.
Alright. So, Trent, or Copper, whatever the fuck called. What
Trent.
happened in there?
Oh. Two guys. We saw. They went in. I went in. Couldn't really make a real conversation, and they seemed to be sketchy the entire time. Wanted to move away from me. So, after I hear, the explosion, I pulled the gun, and they pulled them back. And discussion sort of ended there.
Sounds like my old days as a soldier.
Well, suffice to say, they're both dead and I'm not.
You're welcome.
Trent nods to Abe and holds up a glass as if in cheers. Nice shot
Yo-
there, sniper boy.
Y'all did a good job today. Making damn good associates, that's for sure. Maybe once things get
boss.
Yeah?
You still owe me that money?
Oh yeah. Since I don't really have any real legitimate cash,
Ah,
how
screw
about
it.
I
You'll give it to me. You owe me a favor for now.
Nah, I insist. I kind of throw 50. It's not much, but it's all I've got. But I don't have much on me right now.
Sure thing, boss.
Trent is going to grab another thing of cheese or whatever's off the cart and off the table or something, and he's just gonna be like, "So, we got somebody out for some folks. Question is whether they're out for us." And then he turns to look at Francesco. He says, "Or for you lot."
If they try to kill me, I think they need to die.
And Francisco, he kind of like he wipes his mouth a little bit with the tablecloth and not tablecloth with a napkin, and he puts it down on very gently in front of him and says, "Now listen, Mister, are you suggesting that my family had something to do with what happened to you folks?"
You didn't hear me right, friend. Trent turns to Antonio and says, "What was the name of that family we were doing the job for? Anything? I know it wasn't your lot."
I don't know. Somebody from the commission. The Barbers, I think. Lord,
Yeah.
that was a mistake.
Them nerds. No, he doesn't say nerds. Those guys. That's me. That's me saying nerds. Fuck's sake. Trent is just like, yeah, those guys. They seemed to have a problem, but they still thought that we were working for your group.
Yeah, maybe they caught wind. Thought I was easy pickings now that I wasn't being, given the Don's protection.
That's the question. Is that the case? Or is that the case? And he points at, our other friend, Francisco, as he says the second part. We need to find out, but either way, it may be a joint problem. So it might be behooving of you, friend, to help us out a bit here.
And why is that?
Well, if the exploding vehicle that hurt our friend over there, and he gestures at Abe's wounds, was intended for you and your family, then I don't think it's necessarily going to go away anytime soon, the problems you're going to be having.
Well, hey, now. I don't suppose that they had anything to do with the Gambinos. Now,
He's
This
insinuating that the Barbers might have a problem with the Gambinos, is what I'm trying to say.
no. And I gathered that now. He says if the Barbers have anything against the Gambinos will wipe them off the face of the earth. Not a problem.
Yeah, not a lot of people mess with the Gambinos. We aren't the strongest, but we're pretty close. And, especially not the fucking Barbers. If they attacked us, the Commission wouldn't be able to save them. So I don't think that's our problem. I think they're just trying to fuck somebody over the moment they get a chance. Be like them.
And he says the Barbers, small picking, small fries. Gambinos, the more of like bear versus salmon.
Trent holds up his wine glass and sort of tilts it side to side, inspecting it. If I've learned anything from security, it's that you don't want to underestimate the little man. And then he
Sure, if you found
turns to
gas salts
Antonio.
or something, then, but I don't know.
He turns to Francisco again and says, either way, we could use your help, if you could be convinced somehow.
Now listen, Trent, I'm all for that, but if he doesn't show back up to do his duties back with the Gambinos, eventually they're gonna find out he was gone, and it's gonna be the end for all of us.
I never said that he had to help us directly. And so Trent sort of just turns once again to Francisco and says, with your blessing, my friend, any info that you might be able to give us about any updates on these Barbers would be most useful. Damn.
So he doesn't agree with you, but you get an advantage.
No, that was a
Wait,
threat.
no, that's a
Yes,
threat.
correct.
It's going the
Excuse
opposite
me.
way. It's going
Yeah,
badly.
it's going the opposite way. My bad. So basically, he says, "Listen, I appreciate your offer," but then he stands up. But the thing is that if I were to even, if it even came out, and he just doesn't really finish the sentence, and he waits for a moment.
Trent sits back in the chair. If it came out, what?
Don't push him, alright? He's my buddy.
Then why don't you try and get him to agree to this?
Because I know what happens to people who try to rat out information.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
not
a
ratting
fucking
out
rat.
information about your family. We're ratting out information about another family.
Listen, and he says, Francisco says, and he kind of steps away from the table. I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable with all of this now. Antonio, it was really good seeing you, friend, but I think it's about time that I head out.
Block the elevator
Hey, listen.
with the pistol in my hand and just motion it towards him. You seem awfully scared.
Francisco is gonna look over at Antonio and says, "Are you gonna do me like this?"
Abe, what the fuck are you doing? Listen, I understand what you guys are trying to do here, but it's not fucking working. So all of you need to cut the shit now.
Trent looks at him and just sort of eyes him really harshly and says, "You're acting like we're, I don't know, just going to agree with everything you say."
Do any of you know how to actually run this sort of thing? How to actually get this amount of power? We're not fucking street rats trying to make a quick buck. We're trying to bring down a fucking corporation. That shit can't be done alone. Alright? I'm
Yeah.
trying to do you guys a favor, but you're coming over here, you're coming to my house, and you're fucking over my friends. Alright? Listen, I appreciate you guys. I really do. You did a great job back there, but right now, we gotta let Francisco go, alright? It's not just him on the line. It's his family, it's his friends. All of them are gonna have their head on a pike. Barbers don't fuck with these kind of guys. They might be small fish for a whole group, but the moment they get on one person, they're fucking piranhas. And no one's ever gonna see them again. And personally, I don't think that's gonna be an advantage for us either. It's gonna make it so the Gambinos come after us too. And I don't fucking want that. Alright?
Trent sort of just looks over at Abe and is going to say, "You're the one with most shrapnel in you. What do you think?"
I'm gonna move it out of the way
Thank you.
and just go. Dying won't help me find who killed my mom.
I'm
Just
happy.
Francisco go ahead and he like kind of straightens up his jacket. And he says, "All right, again, Antonio, I appreciate everything, but it's
Trent-
a little weird now."
Trent will
Yeah.
hold up his hand and say, "I mean no personal ill will towards you, and I hope you'll still agree to keep this on the down low."
I think I have to at this point. And he just kind of again trails off and he leaves.
Hey, Francisco. I just
Turns
kind
around
of
at the elevator.
I just kind of slip him a 30.
He's already
Listen,
down the elevator, I'd
No,
assume.
he
This
turns
is-
around at the elevator.
Oh, I didn't
I
hear what you
kind of just slip him a 30. I know it's not much, but it's an apology for what happened today. Alright?
Listen, you keep that, okay? You're gonna need it a lot more than I'm gonna need it. I'm like I said, I'm making plenty of money doing what I'm doing.
Alright. You keep being you, alright, man? I kind of pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You're a good man. Sorry this happened today.
Well, if it wasn't today, it'd be tomorrow or the day after. He says, and he kind of smiles.
Alright, you take care now.
Yeah, and he says, "Same to you, friend." And then he leaves.
So, once he's gone, Trent is going to turn to Antonio and say, "Friend, you asked for our help. You didn't ask for our servitude."
Yeah, I figured that. The way we become successful is we become organized. And right now we're a bunch of gangsters trying to find their next fix. I'm trying to kind of establish some sort of hierarchy, some sort of order here. And I know that you guys don't appreciate that, which is why I'm trying to earn your trust. But this, I kind of gesture to the elevator, you can't be doing this sort of shit. We've got relations that we need to keep here. And that guy right there, I'll be honest. If I was in his shoes, I would have fucking told the Gambino. Alright? People here don't take that shit. You disrespected him. And that's not alright. I know you didn't mean to, but that's what you did. You should have dropped it when he said he didn't want to. I understand that we need the information. We'll handle that ourselves.
Francisco will remember that.
Scott, fuck you. Trent's gotta look at him and say, you have all of your high top fucking ideas of honor and family. I don't subscribe by that. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more incentive than that to make me follow that kind of idea.
I'm trying. I'm trying to. Trust me, I'm fucking trying. But all we got right now is a bag of counterfeit cash that we can barely use without getting shot by some security guard.
And we also have a potential family that wants us dead because of you, if anything. But next session, hopefully I'll be... Oh, fuck's sake! I don't want to buy fucking Twitch subscribers, you goddamn shitty-ass Twitch bot! Die permanently! Thank you. I swear to God, I will murder whoever does this shit. Anyway.
Actually, Start, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Trisky?
What's up?
Do you want to become famous?
Dude, I was trying to copy and paste it into the chat.
I will gut your entire family.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream, won't I?
Hang by their own reasons.
Basically, it's one of those bots that posts links to website where you can quote-unquote buy viewers, aka bot accounts to watch your channel, which is 1000% against Twitch's terms of service and could get me fucking banned.
Do anything because they're inactive.
It's hilarious, though, that it's trying to put it in this fucking stream of all things. It's just like, hey, Mr. TTRPG person currently streaming to TTRPG category, which is very niche as shit. Do you want to become famous on that right now? Well, I have a deal for you. All right, let's let Valurad pick things up again because I think we're dicking around too much right now.
Yeah. So we're back, and a little quick recap. We basically decompressed from what happened before, and it was more like compressing than decompressing.
Yeah, you guys were threatening my fucking friend.
I just drank a vodka.
Yeah, so you guys were... Holy shit. Anyways.
Like, this was one of the guys that were willing to die for me. That's how fucking dedicated he was, and you guys just threatened to fucking...
Don't try and guilt us when we are dealing with a fucking family that wants to kill us personally, probably now, after, you know, killing some of their goons.
We haven't killed, well, actually, yeah.
Yes, we have!
Fucking...
Yeah, we have a personal vendetta in this. We're not necessarily just worried about your family bullshit at this point. At least Trent isn't. I can't speak for Abe and
right now
Darius.
it's kind of just fuck the Barbers. Fuck the Barbers. They don't even give good haircuts. Fuck them.
Fucking Barbers.
Yeah, right now is you've probably killed a couple associates and maybe a made man.
Oh, if we killed a made man, they are not gonna be happy.
You don't know, though, if you have or haven't. I'm not gonna say whether you have or haven't.
He's just leaving, like, the breadcrumbs of we might be fucked more than we think.
If we killed a made man,
They're going to bring their entire family on us. This is how they work. You kill a made man, they will not stop until you are dead.
Well, in that case, then maybe we should not fucking let our guards down.
yeah.
What do you guys do now after you're still like in the middle of your dinner? You guys have drank quite a bit. You're probably
Eat more food, go to bed.
Okay.
I roll to drink another bottle of vodka.
No. I'm going to, like, pick up the little man by his arm a little bit and say, "You don't need another one right now, friend. We need to think about things tomorrow."
We're going against an entire fucking family. Granted, a small family, but an entire fucking family as fucking 4 or 5 guys. Maybe 5, if we're fucking lucky. If we can pick somebody up along the way, but I don't think that's gonna fucking happen. Right now, we're 4 guys looking down to take a criminal organization.
We need to start thinking about things. First thing, Antonio,
Yeah.
do you have any idea if these, what were they, Barbers?
Yeah.
Might
the
know
Barbers.
about your little condo here? Or would that be a stretch?
No. If they know about my condo, I would have known by now. Maybe the Gambinos, they probably know about my condo, but the Barbers, no, fuck 'em. They're not coming here.
Alright. And do you think there's anybody in your family that might want to snuff you out and drop a hit?
Ugh. Maybe that fucking rat Leo, who's our fucking boss now, but I don't think he's in the correct
Was
political climate.
your boss. Keep in mind, you ain't there anymore. You're in this mess
Was.
now.
Yeah. It's not as much of a mess as I thought it was gonna be. You guys are alright. Granted, not exactly disciplined, but you're skilled, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah, well, you want discipline, you gotta earn it first. And then Trent takes this opportunity to, at this point, pick up another cheese-covered cracker and eat it very loudly.
Nice.
Oy. Alright. So, what are all of our objectives here? Long term, short term. What are all your objectives here?
Make money, don't get killed.
Fair enough. I think I can handle that.
Find who killed my mother.
Alright, that's gonna take a bit of work, but I think if we try hard enough to find some contacts, we could get that done.
Exterminate the
Long-term-
Barbers.
Exterminate the Barbers. You got a personal vendetta with them now? I don't blame you. I fucking do.
I think. I don't know.
Trent
Well-
is
Drink
gonna
too
look
much.
at the little ex-Soviet man and say, "Don't happen to have any of your old Soviet chums that might still have something against you, huh?"
Nah.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about them. For now, at least.
Yeah,
Oy.
trust me, if we keep up at this pace, we'll piss off the Russian mob somehow.
Ugh. Fucking. No offense, but. Fucking Russian mob and their sex trafficking.
You don't want to mess with them.
Insert
Yeah.
entire, 40-minute conversation about fuck the fucking Soviet communist scum because we're still Americans in that sort of mindset.
Oh, I don't got nothing against them. Just fuck the Soviet mob. They're fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I've dealt with them before. I wish I didn't.
Well, for now, I'm going to pick what left I have of my brain after this mess a little bit, and I'll get back to you fellows in the morning. But for now, shut off the lights. I need some shut-eye. And with that, he sort of, just walks over to the couch and collapses on it.
Alright. So I owe you guys one. I'll be standing watch, make sure nobody comes up on it.
Wake me
Uh,
up in 5 hours. I'll
Huh?
walk off. Wake me up in 5 hours. I'll watch you get some rest then.
Thanks. Thanks, farmhand. Alright. You guys can get to your rooms and take it easy. We're probably gonna need it for tomorrow. Or whenever we want to do this hit.
I go to my room and instantly fall asleep.
All right. Well, everybody goes to bed except for Antonio, and then you take turns taking watch.
Yep.
Just give me one moment, please.
Does anything happen in the night? I don't like how you didn't immediately respond to that.
Sorry, I'm reading a text from somebody.
Oh.
Okay. Not a text, but like a private message.
Alright.
And yeah, so source point can be spent on that.
All right.
Oh boy!
So we all spend the night. We swap out guard shifts, and what happens?
Excuse me, that was a big yawn. My bad. So
Stop it!
basically,
You're not allowed. Illegal. $500 fine.
I didn't have my coffee this morning. Okay. So basically, Trent, you are spending some time like calling up old contacts, right?
Yeah, basically. Trent is going to spend the night, like, he's going to probably wake up a little bit early in the morning, but he's going to just wander outside as if for, like, I don't know, to just get some fresh air or smoke a cigarette or some shit. He doesn't actually smoke, but he'll pretend, and call up some old contacts.
Okay. So what we'll do then is, you call up a guy, Ernest Reeve, who is an old friend of yours from wherever you were doing your
Working
basically your mall
security
cop
at
duty.
the, I'm not an old cop, I work security, so, like, private
I said
security
mall cop.
for mall cop, yeah.
Same
More,
difference.
more like
days.
bouncer. Closer thing would be bouncer. Mall cops are even less prepared than bouncers, I think.
Yeah. I totally just forgot what I called him.
Something Reeves,
Yeah, we'll do Ben Reeve then, because I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
and everyone in
Gonna
chat is
look
gonna be
real
like,
good
"No,
in the-
his name was this."
Yeah. So Ben Reeve.
He changed his name, alright?
Yeah, he changed his name, okay? Get over it. Anyway, Ben gets a call from you, and you can tell he just woke up. He's like, hello?
Hey Reeves. Sorry to wake you, friend.
What are you doing, Trent? It's the middle of the night.
We got some important things that I felt justified calling in the middle of the night. I need to ask you something.
Yeah, so then we kind of go from like a scene where like we're watching you smoking your cigarette on the streets with like a lamp.
Pretending to smoke my
down on
cigarette.
you.
He
Yeah,
drinks, but he
pretending to
doesn't
smoke
smoke.
with the lamp coming down on top of you.
I won't
And
let
then
my
we kinda,
characters
like,
smoke. Fuck that.
We zoom in to Ben, who was in a dirty old like tiny apartment. He's in like his boxers and like a t-shirt, and he kind of like sits up in his on his bed. He's like, "Yeah, what do you need?"
So we had, well, I say we. I found some new, we'll call them friends, just for brevity's sake.
Okay.
And we got into a little bit of a kerfuffle, as you liked to call it back in the day.
Yeah, I do like that word kerfuffle.
And Trent just sort of readjusts himself in standing and says, "You remember those hair cutter people?"
Cutter people.
They're not actual fucking barbers, you idiot.
I know, he uses dumbass terms and shit, okay? Deal with it.
Hair cutter people, huh? You mean like a
Yeah.
hairdresser?
No. Couple years back.
A couple of years back. You gotta be a little bit more upfront, man. I mean, like, I'm a simple man.
Who cuts hair?
I guess a barber.
Them.
Kind of thinks for a minute. He's like, you having trouble with the barbers?
Why else would I be calling you in the middle of the night?
All right, so we zoom back into your friend Ben, and he kind of like stands up at this point, and looks out the window. He's kind of like high up on like his apartment's probably like the 20th or 30th floor of a building. He's looking out over the over the cityscape. He's like, "Well, I expected you to get in trouble, but not that kind of trouble."
Well, let's say I don't know whether or not the trouble was intended for me, but now I'm in this shit show anyway. I need some info if you can help a brother out.
I mean, what kind of info?
Have you had any more recent dealings with those scumbags?
I mean, nothing more than a couple of them getting a little handsy in the bars and throwing them out, but, you know, beyond that, not too much.
Well, would you do me a favor, friend, and keep an eye out on those barber friends of ours, and let me know if they get up to anything that seems a bit on the suspect side. We may have some sort of gang, whatever the fuck, warfare. I don't even think it deserves that term.
Gang war, huh?
And also keep an eye on the Gambinos if you know any of them.
You want me to watch the Gambinos?
Yeah, but keep it on the down low. You know,
Listen,
we'll call the Gambinos Freddy. Let me know how Freddy's doing.
That, friend. Nope, a little too late for that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna watch the I'll watch the Barbers for you, but Gambinos, I want no part of it.
Trent sort of just scoffs over the phone. Can I use another story point to sort of be like, I'm going to use another story point and be like, remember that favor you owe me.
Okay, how did he come about owing you a favor?
So we're going to say that at one point while we were working security detail. So this friend of ours, Mr. Reeves, doesn't directly work for the company. He was contracted out on a part-time gig, but he actually works a little bit closer to the closest thing to the actual police force. So he has a little bit more of a reach. But yeah. Trent managed to basically, to sum it up, stop him from getting blown the fuck up by somebody who wanted to bomb the building in protest of the corporation.
So like terrorism.
Yeah, basically, he prevented him from dying in a domestic terrorism incident, and he originally sort of insisted that was no big deal, but Reeves was the one who insisted that he owed him a favor, and he's never called it in.
Yeah. So I think Reeves is gonna say, "This is, you put me right back in that building, man. I mean."
Listen, I'm not asking you to go straight in there. I want you to tell me any hearsay you get. You dig?
So he kind of like, it flashes back to him again. He's got his hands on his temples, and he just says, "If I hear anything about Freddy, I'll let you know."
All right. It's always good to hear about Freddy. Trent smiles and just sort of says, "Now you rest up, friend. I'm going to have a bit of a rough time these next couple days. Hope it doesn't go that way for you." And with that, he just clicks.
Up at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you both like collectively hang up. And then we zoom back into Ben, where he's just like, he kind of throws his phone on the bed, and he's just like, "God fucking damn it." And he's just like thinking to himself as he's looking out the window over the city as the sun's beginning to rise up. Back to you guys.
Trent has hung up his phone and walks back inside and sort of just takes a big stretch and pretends that he was just getting some fresh air.
Can I try to do something in the morning?
Yeah, sure.
I remember that in game 2 days ago, Abe asked me if I knew where I could get some weapons. So I started looking around for that.
You start doing some research online to figure out where you can get some weapons?
Yep.
Dark web shit, finds the appropriate VPN bullcrap and sets himself up.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's just, you can just do that because, I mean,
that's what he does.
Not hard to access. It's not hard to access that. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, You access that. You find some weapons online that anything that you could possibly imagine you can find on there. What are you looking for?
I was just looking to get access to the website. Now I want to talk with Abe that I got access to it and what does he want, basically.
Yeah, at this point it would be Abe's shift, so he'd be up, I think.
Yeah.
My one?
Yo, Abe,
Yes.
I found that site where you wanted your weapons from. You want anything in particular?
Need more ammo. At the moment, I'm fine on weapons. I got a pistol.
I got a pistol.
Got everything I need. I mean,
I got a pea shooter over here. I've got like a butter knife over
All right,
there.
let's take on the
I'm
mob.
ready to. Yeah.
wait.
Let's
You're right,
kill a
I
gun.
can you get automatic weapons?
Yes,
Yes.
they're
Yeah, I
probably
guess.
costly.
Oh yeah, I probably don't have that kind of money.
So I'm going to assume on the dark web they don't necessarily deal only in money.
This is true. They deal in drugs too.
But I have money.
But I don't.
Well, I do.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the Silk
I
Road.
mean-
I mean, like you can get anything you want.
I mean, if we can get actual machine guns, yes, I will gladly take one.
Get yourself a Tommy gun, you get the whole fucking actual fucking mobs to look to you.
Oh yeah. Well, once we get some cash, I gotta get you guys dressed up.
Implying Trent will let you put him in a suit.
Hey, if you don't want to, you don't want to. But I'm offering it.
Oh boy.
Like
Don't make
those
me
nights
have to
back
buy
in
new
the club.
character art already, you bastard.
Just like
Uh-oh.
those nights in the clubs a few years ago.
Ah, goddamn.
So yeah, do they have any machine guns?
How much
many
would
do
they
you
cost?
want?
Huh?
How many do you want?
I mean, at the moment, I would like one.
Okay, let me look.
Can
at
we
how much
assume
machine
they have like a minimum amount that you would have to get in order for them to think it's worthwhile?
gun- No, they could totally sell one, but the thing is, it's super expensive.
Yeah,
Do
it
they
is
do-
the dark
Yeah.
web we're talking about
Do they
here.
do bulk orders?
Let's give us an idea of how much we're talking, just straight up. How much does he have to spend or have to get fucking Darius to get him in the meanwhile?
What type of machine gun are you talking about that you want?
Probably like a Tommy SMG, like something around that level, or were you thinking
Yeah.
something else?
Okay, so it really depends on the location that you're at. Like the Detroit area is, and like, it's very similar to how it is in modern day, gun restriction wise. So it's very hard to smuggle them in. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's not happening right now.
No.
Maybe once we get this money laundered, but right now, it ain't fucking happening.
No.
Yep.
What you could do is you go to a local dealer too.
But are machine guns legal?
No.
No, fuck no.
Automatic weapons are basically banned across the state in the modern day, let alone in a dystopian future.
All right. So no, I'm not gonna look for a machine gun because I don't think I need one at this moment. I've got my rifle and a.
We
and a
need to
pistol.
stock up on ammo.
Yes, we need ammo. That's what we need.
Okay.
Alright.
So we have like
Well, we can-
four or five different calibers of guns that need to be like stocked up on.
Yeah.
Of course, I've always got like plenty of ammo for my shotgun, cause I'm always
Fucking
always
nutso.
got like I've got like 500 rounds in a closet.
If you love your
just like-
shotgun so much, just
Oh,
marry
yeah.
it already.
I would if I
Alright.
could, but it doesn't have a pussy.
Alright, you
mean,
can stick it down the
Modify
barrel.
one on it.
They don't
Oh,
call
dude.
Beetle Dick for nothing.
God damn. Anyway, can we just I'd say we deal with the ammo kind of stuff later on. Like I'm going to suggest something after this entire session is done that we might want to do, but for now, I was thinking maybe we could move towards, I don't know, some sort of like flash forward to a lead or something.
Yeah.
I of course I'd set up a nice breakfast as I always do for you guys. But yeah, and then we kind of get in the car. All right. Ugh, I'm really not looking forward to seeing these guys. All right.
I have a bottle of vodka with me.
Trent will have taken the bottle of vodka from you and left it at home.
We need you to be shooting as straight as you can. I'm almost guaranteeing that we get into a firefight here. Alright. I'm gonna try to be at least somewhat diplomatic here. And or not diplomatic, trying to pretend to be diplomatic, and we're meeting up back at where we met these assholes. And we're gonna tell them that we got the cash. Then we catch them by surprise. You guys come out, and we light them the fuck up.
Okay.
They're going to wonder why we have the cash when it was a setup. You really thought this through, mobster?
We put a bomb in the cache.
Now there's a bright idea. And also, do you have any better ideas? Because right now, it's either that or go to their fucking headquarters and get immediately lit up by about 100 fucking mobsters. Your choice.
Bomb.
So at this point, I'm assuming we flash forwarded like a day or so. Right?
Yeah.
Have I gotten any info from my contact that I could bring up?
So what we can do is I will roll for that.
All right. 3 difficulty with some advantage on this guy doing his check, and he gets 2 successes, 2 threats, though. Oh boy. So he successfully finds something out, but it's not looking good for us. Okay.
Yeah. So, remind me again what type of information you needed. Just something on the Gambinos? Anything?
So, on the Gambinos, it was just like anything comes through the wire, like he gets any hearsay, but I wanted him to keep an actual eye out on the Barbers.
Yeah, we're looking for information for the Barbers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, primarily we're looking for the Barbers, but in case something weird goes on with the Gambinos and there's like a big movement is what he wanted to know. Like if there are signs of them gearing up for something big, then he wants to know about it.
Damn.
2 threat, but a triumph. That's a success then.
Let's do not the Gambinos. Let's do the Barbers first. The Barbers. So
the Barbers were the big one we were interested in, though. Wouldn't we want to save the best for last?
Barbers are the ones that are like the small family, and then we got like the big family, the Gambinos, which is the last one.
Yeah, we don't suspect
our issue.
The Gambinos aren't the issue. We don't think that they're going to be the ones that are actually after us. We think the Barbers have something down with us. I just sort of had him keep an eye on the Gambinos just in case, so we can keep an idea of it, because we sort of scared off our current contact with them just shortly ago. And since he's in the cop force, he might hear something down the grapevine. Okay. But as of right now, we're really worried about what the fuck the Barbers are up to.
All right, we'll do the Gambinos first, and if that's what you insist. Gambino information. So he says, yeah, I've heard there's been a lot of rumors going around about the Gambinos right now. Word is that Lorenzo Gambino is kind of running this ship into the ground, if you know what I mean. And odds are that some of these capo regimes are going to end up, I think that's what you call them anyway, capos, right?
Sounds about right. Go on.
Yeah, anyway, the lieutenants, whatever you want to call them, they're looking at branching off because they can smell blood in the water and they know what's going on. A little bit more relevant to the Barbers is that some of them see the Barbers as a potential how would you call it?
Ally, enemy,
Ally?
threat,
Ally, yeah.
ally. That word.
So basically what I'm saying is that the local Gambinos are looking at for an easy gig, you know, with the Gambinos out east, they're killing themselves. You see it in the news all the time now.
Do you kind of tell all of this as well?
Assume that afterwards we'll do the me telling you thing.
All
But
right.
we haven't gotten all the info yet.
All right. Keep going.
So Trent is just going to sort of listen along until like there's any more actual pertinent moment to interrupt.
Yep. So basically, what he is saying is that the Gambinos, although they are kind of falling apart, and like the outskirts, like the bastions of the Gambinos, is still holding on strong. So there's by no means is the family falling apart completely, but like places like Detroit or Chicago, like those areas, like they're kind of like, yeah, we don't really want to be a part of this anymore. And then there are some people like, yeah, and there's like there's like bloody wars over it.
There's been some sort of minor coup around this local area.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily like full blown like betrayal warfare yet, but it's might be getting
not
there.
full blown fights yet, but it's getting to the point where it's like, you know, like silent sniper rifles, like executing people behind
Silent assassinations and shit. All right, I get the idea.
Yeah.
All right, now on to I press him for the info on the Barbers.
Yep. So the Barbers, he says, well, rumor is around those guys that, yeah, they were trying to kill you. It seemed like it'd be an easy picking, as you guys probably expected, but seeing as the Gambinos are doing what they're doing, well, I don't know. I don't really know what their plan is next. Seeing as you guys had gotten away with killing a couple of them, and just so you know, no made men, none of them. You didn't kill any of them.
Good to know. Whatever that means.
But that's good, he says. That's really good. I mean, you pissed them off, but you didn't piss them off enough to throw everything they got at you.
Trent sort of nods. Obviously, you can't hear this, but go on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do for the threat now. Anybody got any ideas for the threats?
Gearing up some sort of arms or something?
They might be throwing a few more associates at us.
Yeah.
They know where we are.
I think they know where you are is a little bit much for 2 threats.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
maybe they kind of know what general, like, they know we're in Detroit and what, like, general, like, area we are.
yeah.
We didn't
So-
piss off their worst guys, but they know that we survived
Yeah.
their little thing.
Yeah. So they'll say they've got a man on the job that's supposed to take you out, but he doesn't seem to be like he didn't seem to be competent.
Any
Anyway, the
description
point of
for
the
me?
matter is- yeah, I got a description.
All right, yeah.
He just gives you a basic general.
All right,
this
so
is-
Trent
I'll
knows
get-
generally what he looks like. All right.
Yeah, I'll give you.
And
a
is
little
he a
bit more
made
on-
man? That's very important.
He
Is
wasn't.
he made?
No. Is this guy
Okay.
made?
No, this guy isn't made.
Another
This is just like
associate
some
gang sent
garbage-
at us.
This is like the garbage detail that they're sending on this dude.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Somebody disposable, but they want to try and get rid of us. So.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So
Anything
there's
else,
your
friend?
information. Nope, that's all your information he's got. And he says, "Listen, I don't be any more information your way. I mean, who knows? If they know who you guys are, they might know who
You're
I
off
am.
the hook.
I appreciate it.
You're off the
friend,
hook.
and-
You don't need to tell me anything more about what the hell did we call him? Antonio, Randy, whatever the fuck.
Freddy.
I don't even. We called him Freddy, but Trent forgets at this point.
Yeah. You mean
So,
Freddy, right?
Yeah, that dude. Don't worry about him anymore. We'll deal with him on our end.
All right, all right. Listen, I know a couple guys are out of work right now. That if you had a job for them, I mean, I know that they'd appreciate.
Shoot him my number.
All right, I will. kind of nods and he hangs up.
Trent has probably simultaneously hung up at this point and walks
Yeah.
back inside, once again pretending to just be out for a stretch of fresh air. And then I'm going to assume that Antonio is in the area, and Trent's going to, like, sort of say, "Hey, mob dude," and sort of wait for him to come over and step outside with him for a moment.
I come out, shut the door behind me. What you got?
Alright, so Trent is basically just going to, for the brevity of it, disclose all the information he just got from his contact to Antonio without saying who said contact is, because obviously, he's going to allude...
The less people you know, the better.
The less people you know, the better. He's at most going to let Antonio know that a fellow friend who used to work with him here and there, who works more closely with the actual coppers, and insinuate once again that he was a bouncer, basically, gave him some info. And he's going to disclose all the info, so Antonio knows everything now.
I smile at this and I kind of pat him on the shoulder. Lady Luck is on our side then. You know what that means, don't you?
I'm gonna assume you're gonna tell me either way.
Right you are. I'll tell you exactly what that means. It means people are defecting. And since I was the closest one to the Don, and to the old Don at least, before things went to shit, there might be some more people coming our way trying to join us. Especially,
Yeah.
And if some of those capos are coming over here, we're gonna be set for a long time, maybe even for life.
Trent nods.
And
Well, first things first, I already got some guys on my roster coming too.
nice, good job. Hey, you want me to call you something else?
You could call me my name.
It's too personal. Plus, I don't want anybody knowing your actual name if I call you someplace in public.
Alright. Trent sort of just stands and tilts his head to the side and strokes both sides of his mutton chops and just says, "Call me Chops."
Chops? Alright, you got it. Thanks. You really means a lot. This information is gonna do leaps and bounds for us. Granted,
nuts.
I don't think we're gonna be able to go for the entire fucking, the entire fucking Barber family, but I think we can at least take care of this guy that's trying to get a hit out on.
Trent sort of shrugs and says, "Let's say you owe me a favor. Let's say I like a truck we got."
Haha. I just kind of, I kind of hand him the keys. I can get another one. She's all yours.
Trent nods, takes the keys, and says, "Good. Business is done." And with that, he steps back inside and he's probably going to raid the fridge for, like, I don't know, something quick to eat.
Cool.
I'm gonna, of course, set up the breakfast table, as I always do.
Okay.
What are
And,
the other two off to?
once more... I'm assuming that, I don't know. I'm assuming they're either asleep or farmhands on shift.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of wake up Uzi and I'm like, "Hey, you want breakfast?
Yeah.
All right, come on out." We kind of have like
get
a
up.
we have a breakfast. I of course pray before eating as always and just kind of and then we just all dig in. And I'm like,
Trent specifically doesn't pray this time because there is no guest at the table. He did it sort of like more for looks, which wound up falling apart anyway.
ah.
Oh boy. All right. So instead of getting into all the exposition about like what we do in the mornings and everything, can we sort of just assume that we start to fall into a routine of like having breakfast in the morning otherwise? Because I feel like it's taking up a lot of the time that we do have.
All right.
Yep.
So,
So you guys do all that. You get. What is the next step that you guys want to take?
obviously, after breakfast, we kind of sit down at the table and do a little briefing, and I kind of relay all the information that you've told me. And we're just like, and I say, right now, our priority, it's not the entire Barber. Sorry about that, Uzi. But we'll get to them eventually, trust. Right now, we're too weak to handle that. But what we can do is hit this associate who's trying to take us down. He kind of chuckles after he says this, like it's a fucking joke or something.
Trent is going to sort of just like grunt, raise his head as if to take attention to say something, and basically just says, "We want him alive if we can. We need the info. I've run out of mine."
Ah, that we do.
That's
All
kinda
right.
lucky you alive.
Alive. For now. Trust me. Uzi, since you have a bit of a vendetta against these guys, after we're done getting info from them, you can have a bit of fun with them. It'll be all yours.
Alright. We'll get him all set up. But for now... And Trent stands up from the table. "Who says we go for a ride? Scope the place out."
You looking to try out your new wheels?
Trent smiles. Second road trip wouldn't hurt. Considering he drove us
Alright.
home.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Road trip it is then. We all kind of get packed into the car and we just kind of go along looking for, looking to see if we can find this dude.
Okay, so you're looking for the guy that was the associate that was set out to get you guys, right? The barber.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that we're basically going about in places where we know that the barbers tend to work at all, and we're trying to be conspicuous but also on our guard.
Alright, so, he's gonna kind of go and I'm assuming you're gonna be doing the perception check to find him. If we're making a perception check. Sorry, I forgot to ask that.
Yeah, like, do we even need to?
You're looking for basically what exactly? Like what specifically?
We're looking for
we're looking for this
guy
guy,
in particular.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
like, let me try to rephrase. Are you looking for like his place of work? Are you looking for like any of his associates? Or like, what exactly are you looking for? Or
My
just, like,
idea, at least, was, like I said earlier, we're going to somewhere where the barbers are known to work. We're trying to be conspicuous and, like, lure him out, basically, so we can get him.
Okay. Okay, so I need a perception check.
So we will have Darius do that. Can we all do it and just, like, sort of pool it? Or...
Yeah, we can pull it.
Difficulty?
You're looking for an associate that isn't very careful about hiding his tracks. You're also
Well, yeah,
looking
obviously.
for a barber. So I'll call it only a 3.
Yeah, so the only person who's probably going to be doing anything is either Antonio. Darius and Antonio probably pick up on things better. We probably just aren't attentive enough.
Yep. So Trent is just driving. Abe
Yeah.
is unable to see too much. How do you want to spend your advantage, Abe?
Keeping a low profile, maybe?
Yeah, just kind of being able to hide so they can't see me.
Okay. You guys are all in the same vehicle at this time, or are you driving? Are you driving around, or are you on foot?
I think we only really have the one vehicle access right now.
Yeah. I didn't have anything. I was always walking everywhere before this.
Yeah. What I mean is, are you all
Like,
in the
did we
same
split
vehicle?
up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I think we're all in the same.
We're sticking
Yeah,
together.
we don't wanna fucking split up right now. This guy's looking to pick us off.
Okay. So, basically, Darius and Antonio succeed.
And
But how do
generate
you
one
want your
thread each.
disadvantages? or your threats?
I have no idea.
I
What
would,
my
I would
threat
assume
be?
that the combined threat from all of us would result in him, like, we notice him, but he's prepared in some
I like
way.
this. I like this idea.
Yep.
Let's do this. So you guys.
But he doesn't notice Abe.
eventually- You guys are driving around. You eventually find a warehouse, where you see that there's like a cover name that the barbers usually go by. Let me think of like a good cover.
It's fucking
on the-
hairdressers. I'm gonna be.
You're on the outskirts of Detroit at this point, so you're kind of like in an area where like it's like an industrial complex, or like a little bit less of that. Excuse me. It's more of like a warehouse area. You see that there are like a bunch of like blowtorches going off right now, like they're like welding metal to each other inside of this warehouse, and those are just the workers that actually work here. Like that's part of the cover.
They actually
You
do
see-
hire people to weld.
Yes. Now you guys look in and you see this guy that fits the description. And he just kind of looks at you. This guy has green eyes, which is one way you were able to distinguish him so easily.
I thought it was
Guys-
blue eyes.
Oh no, that was
No, that was the
Ben.
other dude. That was Francesco.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So
This guy
This
has
is-
green eyes.
This is Ben Reeves. That was Francesco Portobello.
No. Ben Reeves was your contact.
Oh yeah.
Francisco Portobello was Antonio's friend.
We have
know.
no idea.
who you
I have no
guys
idea who
fucking
this guy is.
threaten?
You never described Ben Reeves' eyes. You described Francisco's eyes as these things.
Well, whatever the fuck, this guy's
Whatever
eyes
the
are
fuck.
green. Yeah, so this guy has green eyes, and you can easily tell who he is right away, because he's got he looks like a man that of means. Like he's got like a lot of wealthy items on him. He's got a nice necklace. He's got a very expensive Rolex, that sort of thing.
I just kind of
Kind
chuckle.
of gives you like a fake salute, kind of like jokingly, and he walks off into the welding yard.
All right. Well, looks like we've got an infiltration mission here. So, how do you guys want to do this?
Trent is going to just sort of scratch the back of his head and say, like, one of my buddies used to run welding. Normally other people weren't allowed in there because of safety hazards.
Any loophole you can get around that?
Well, we can go to the front office, but I think that's about the extent of it without raising suspicion.
All right. I might be able to pay off the receptionist. All right. So we go in, obviously, like trying to keep us, obviously trying to not at least try to make it not known who we are exactly.
We are trying to be inconspicuous about who we are
Sure.
at this
And we
point.
go in, we go up to the front desk. I just kind of go up to the front desk and I kind of like put my arm on it and I'm like, and I just kind of greet the receptionist.
Yep. She's a little bit younger, probably like than you would think of a lot of receptionists. She's probably like late 20s, early 30s.
Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. How are you today? How can I help you?
Well, listen, we have a bit of a security issue. That's why we've got this guy over here motioning over to
Trent.
to Chops over here, to Trent, Chops, whatever you want to call him. And I say, so we're looking to get onto the main floor. We've got a bit of an inspection to do, and I kind of like slip her a $100 bill. Here's my ID.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 3 difficulty with 2 blue.
On what? Charm negotiation?
This is a little bit more of a charm, I think.
All right. Let's see. So how many blue?
2 more blue.
And
So
it's
whatever
a 3?
you have for green and blue and a 3 difficulty, I think you said, right?
Yep. exactly.
So a success and so much goddamn advantage.
How do you want the advantage?
I want to know exactly where this guy is
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
I'll
So
get your $100 back.
tell me right now. So she says, "Oh yeah, he's in his office. It's just up the stairs to the left. Follow down that that walkway, and then you take a right."
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
Trent sort of just nods to her politely as he wanders past, assuming we have permission, quote unquote, to get onto the floor.
Oh yeah.
We're walking through the door, and I'm already preemptively, loading my shotgun just in case.
You're not even trying to be stealthy about that part anymore.
No, we're looking to intimidate him, obviously.
Well, that's partially my job. I don't know what your coercion is, but that's my shtick.
Yeah, you knock it off.
All right.
I'm kidding.
You can at least pretend still.
I mean, yeah.
Let's get up to
Alright.
his room first, off of the main show floor, and then we'll start pulling out guns if need be. All right.
So we're gonna just head straight to his room. Does anybody stop us?
No. So basically, the way that this works, and you what you see all around you is, you're on the second floor right now. You just turned around onto a staircase, and you also see that just to the south of you guys, there's like a train ready to kind of take the welding parts and send them wherever they get sent. And you have to head basically straight forward.
To the right or down?
To the right. Yep.
All
To
right.
the right.
Okay,
So
so
basically, in here is his office.
all right. Basically, I just kind of motion for him to get on the other side of the door. Motion for Uzi and Farmhand to get up in front and center. All right. I just kind of knock the door and just say, "Hey, sir, there's someone out here looking for you."
Okay. So at this point, this guy is going to he's not gonna say anything. He just kind of doesn't say anything.
Trent turns to Antonio and says, "Shall we cut to the chase?" And he sort of just cracks his knuckles very lightly.
Do what you gotta do, big man.
All right, we're gonna try and punch this fucking door open.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3 difficulties brawn check of some sort.
Brawl?
Brawl works.
No, I haven't rolled yet, so this should work. Hopefully.
Oh yeah,
There we
that
go.
works. That definitely works.
It didn't roll the fucking difficulty dice. I need to roll those. God damn. All right, so I'll just manually re-add it and re-roll it. Sorry about that.
Picture looks
Still
familiar.
2 success, 2 advantage.
It's the closest thing I could find in the short amount of time that I had to get one.
You came to me on the night of my daughter's wedding to have a bad accent.
Did you add any difficulty to that?
Aw, but that old boss was actually
What
the
the
good one.
What the fuck? Ah! It didn't do it the second time either, and I didn't roll off of that. So all right. So with the difficulty, 2 success, 1 advantage. So with that advantage, I want to draw my pistol and aim it at him immediately. I'm coming in. That's it.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Yes, that was the first one that actually properly had the difficulty on it. So I'm going by that one after all the extra clicks.
Yep. So you do that, and on the inside,
Oh no, he has a Tesla cannon.
I do have a Tesla cannon.
Shit.
What does that mean?
It means I have
I'm
a Tesla
joking.
cannon.
I'm joking. You know what Tesla cannon is like video games? It's like an electricity gun.
Oh yeah, those giant fucking things.
Except in Fallout, where they're not necessarily as giant, but I don't think it actually exists in this. I was fucking joking!
Oh, I see. Got some.
Wow,
fire
he
toe.
got some fucking clip art.
Clip art. Yeah.
Oh no, clip
art.
art mobsters. All right, do they all have their weapons drawn already?
No, they have like sidearms on them, and they're all just kind of standing there waiting for you to enter.
Hands away from the guns.
Okay. Roll a intimidate.
So coercion is what it's actually called in the system, but same idea.
Yeah, coercion.
Can I get a blue because I already have my dice set up? I mean, my gun pulled out.
Because I already have one blue one in there.
Can I difficulty as well?
Difficulty will be 3, and yeah, you can have it still.
All right, success for advantage.
Have them drop their guns.
No, that
Something.
requires them touching their guns. Hands up, away from the firearms.
What are you gonna
Behind
spend
your
the
heads.
advantage on? Oh, that's what. All right.
So hands behind their heads, locked together, and I want them all to line up.
Okay. I guess they do that. Yeah.
Well, he's
Oh.
going to instruct them all to line up next to each other, hands behind their heads.
And I just kind of pat Chops on the shoulder. You just make sure they don't do nothing. I'll do the talking with this guy. And I just kind of move over to him.
I sort of just say real quick to Abe. Hey, farmhand, got a rope on you?
I do. I pull it on my backpack, and
You got some tying to do. Yeah.
Yep, I tie up their hands.
And I just kind of go to the... Some hired help you got, friend. Kind of aiming my shotgun at him.
He shrugs and he just says, "They get the job done."
Yeah.
Not
They
today,
sure
they
do.
don't.
So yeah, I tie 'em all up.
Alright. Here's how this is gonna work. You're gonna come with us, real nice and quiet. And if you don't, my friend
Gotta take
over
some
here...
buckshot.
Oh, you're gonna wish it was buckshot. I'm gonna make the devil look like a fucking saint if you don't come with us, is what I'm trying to say here. Now, how about you just come with us? We'll work things out. And, maybe, if everything goes well, we can even let you go.
You can see that he's kind of nervous at this point, and he kind of goes, "Doesn't really matter what I do now. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter now. I mean, I'm dead either way. Yeah, you do what you want."
Alright. Farmhand, you got any extra rope?
Yes.
Alright. I kind of tie his arms behind his back. Alright. Well. Now.
I'm going to look around this office of his. Is there any tape around?
Yeah, sure. There's like scotch tape.
I have duct tape.
Oh, you do have duct tape?
Always have duct tape.
All right, then we're using some duct tape on their mouths, and then we're gonna duct tape some mouths shut.
Okay.
Alright.
Where's everybody standing right now, by the way?
We're all kind of in the room now. I'm out over here.
You can move
like,
yourself, yeah. Hold Alt when you move to move without the grid.
There we are.
I'm standing in front of the
this
three
guy.
dudes with my pistol drawn.
Okay.
So, Chops, it's your security here. How are we gonna get out of here without anybody calling the cops?
Chops looks at him and says, "You paid off the person that would be calling the cops."
That I did. I guess we can walk out the front door then.
Yeah, I am your copper, let's say, and we have captured some wanted fugitives.
I like how you think, big man. Let's get out of here.
Assuming nothing goes wrong in the immediate, fucking Trent motions for them to start walking, or else he's gonna shoot them.
That's not good. He used a story point.
Yeah. So you hear, or you, for the first time you hear what appears to be like a silent buzzing coming from beneath the desk. And you kind of look over at this guy, and you're like, "You motherfucker!" And then you see a couple of people showing up on either side of you guys.
First of all, I'm fucking taking the butt of my gun and putting this guy into I'm knocking this guy the fuck out with the butt of my gun. First off, for pulling that shit. Then I'm getting back to the door and I'm holding position.
Okay.
Trent turns and immediately fires at the closest person coming up with firearms.
Okay, probably right here. Go ahead and make a shot. Ooh.
I forgot to fucking do that. Oh, that's him. Never mind. We're assuming 3 difficulty? Should we ignore that blue dice then?
Do you have that many green? That's 5 green and a yellow.
You don't have that much. What the fuck? Darius, speak to us.
That was you, man.
What?
You rolled that.
I clicked ranged light and it did that. Okay, fuck you, game. That would have been fantastic, but fuck that. I don't have any boost. I'm gonna assume 3 difficulty.
You have to clear your dice
Oh,
pool.
okay.
Yeah.
God damn this fucking system. 3 difficulty.
Yes.
Okay. Why is it rolling? So I'm adding. I get it now. I'm adding whatever I have at the top to it. So I need to do this. I just need to say 3 difficulty and then hit ranged light. 3 success, 3 threat. There, that's the actual one.
How much damage did you do this guy?
It's a pistol. I think it's like 1d6 if I recall.
No, it's a set number.
Pistols do 5 damage.
5 damage.
5 damage, 4 critical.
You do 8 damage then.
All right.
Because 5 damage plus the 3 successes, 8.
All right.
So you do 8 damage to this guy, and he drops because he is low HP.
All right. I'm taking position. I'm readying for the next guy who comes close or is in my sight, which I guess would be this guy right here. This let me
This one?
No, the other guy on the other side. No.
Oh,
keep
on
going.
your side.
Yeah. That guy. I'm gonna fucking blast this. I'm gonna kind of go over here and I'm gonna fucking blast this bitch to pieces.
Are we able to do all this without having to go into initiative first, or?
I'm doing a loose initiative.
All right.
So what I'll do is he'll get a shot off because you're not gonna get all the shots off without them doing anything, and then you can do that.
Right. So I'm assuming he can do his shotgun thing, and then it's one of their turns.
Well, he's gonna shoot at him because he's out in the open. Then you get to shoot at him.
All right. Roll them bones.
And I'll use a where is it?
Story point.
And you guys are in close range now, so it's 2 difficulty. Plus you're behind cover, so he gets 1 black. So yeah.
Failure. Threat.
Yeah, he shoots, and I think that he's left himself too open to an attack, so you get a blue die.
Blue dice. Oh, shut your fucking horn mouth, you
Nice.
phone.
All right. Prepare to see God. Shabam. Oh.
What is that last one?
That's a
It's a
triumph.
triumph.
He sees God.
He fucking
Does
explodes.
that make everybody else kind of get scared and back away?
To the contrary, there are still more showing up.
I think you forgot to clear it. I've been trying to say this the whole entire time, and then I fucking forgot that I muted myself. I think you forgot to clear your thing at the top. So what you do is
How
you
do
only
I clear?
the little reset thing under the button for rolling the dice thing at the top.
He forgot to clear his too. Damn it.
Yeah.
Alright,
You don't
so-
get anything super fancy. So clear that and then add only the difficulty and only the blue dice.
Okay. Alright, so I'll roll again. Go. Get fucked.
Yeah, you still fucked it. You still fucked it. Wrong.
He still sees God.
Can I
That's
use
still
that
that's
advantage?
still wrong roll though. Look at it. Look at the dice that got rolled. It's the same as last time.
Yeah.
How? I reset it.
Reset the thing at the top until everything is 0. Only add in 3 purple and 1 blue, and then scroll down
Wait,
and
isn't
click.
isn't it 2 since we're in close range?
It's 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. So two since you're in close range. You don't add any green or yellow.
Gotcha. Didn't need add any green or yellow, just 1 blue. Now we roll. What the fuck?
You hit him
No, you're
pretty hard.
Good fucking. What is your ranged heavy skill?
My ranged heavy skill is 3 green.
All right, just fucking manually add 3 green, 2 blue, and 3 purple, and just roll it there.
Alright, here we go.
What?
What the fuck? Why?
Do you want me to roll for you?
Yes, roll for him, please.
There, that's his result. What the fuck is this thing doing? Are you
Okay,
adding something
let me
like
roll
across the
instead.
board? What the fuck?
Fun.
3 green, 2 blue, 1 yellow.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Okay. No. Oh.
Something is
Valley,
broken.
Clear your dice pool. Clear your dice pool.
There. That's your roll.
That's my roll? Okay. Well,
Why is there a yellow though?
You said there was a yellow.
There was no. We'll go with it.
Okay.
Fuck
so
it.
Go with it.
Fuck it at this point.
Go
Go.
with it. I used my advantage to basically intimidate the rest of them to at least kind of get a little bit like shaky with their gun, or maybe. So they're worse off as a shot. Now let me see what my. I'm pretty sure I just blasted this guy and he's dead, but I'm gonna check anyways. Let's see. Weapons, talents, and powers. A shotgun does fucking 8 damage and 3 critical, so he's fucking dead. He's very dead. He's double dead.
Yeah,
He
so it
goes-
would be 10.
He goes to double hell.
Okay. So what we'll do now is like you guys are like kind of in the shoot off right now, kind of figuring out what to do. I think what we'll
There,
do
it's fixed.
is we'll end it here tonight because I gotta run,
That's fine.
and we'll finish the shootout next time we play.
All right.
Okay.
Alright.
that
You'll
work for
remember
everybody?
that they all have like they're all a bit shaky, so their aim isn't as good.
I will write that down.
Cause I
Alright.
just scared the shit out of everyone.
Yep.
Maybe
I'll
give
write-
them +1 difficulty.
Yeah. So we'll pick up with rolling initiative next thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
who was the player of the night, guys?
I drank a vodka. That's
No,
all I
fuck
did this
you.
entire game.
I made someone see God.
At
And
the
I
very
also
end, but
brought-
who the fuck got us this info in the first place?
I think it was Trisky actually.
Well, let's all just I think after today going forward, we should just like he should ask us and we should raw vote so we can't try and sway it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put my vote in the like game chat real quick,
Okay.
and everyone else just follow suit and vote for whoever you think. Trishy. All right, so we have a tie.
Okay.
So flip a
here's what
coin.
We'll do. Since this is a pretty big session, we'll have 10 XP to everyone, and Trisky and Antonio, you get 5 more.
All right, so 15 to both of us.
All right.
All right. I'll see you guys next time that we play. Then, how's about?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent, Trisky. You got your sign off.
Yep, I'll take care of it. Alright, so I have now deafened myself in the voice call temporarily. In the meanwhile, I wanted to say thank you everyone for dropping by. I hope you have enjoyed today.